Today we're heading up to Cornucopia to Lost Creek Falls, and it's one of the few waterfalls in Wisconsin that you can actually walk behind. My wife and I were up there last weekend, and it was fantastic.
So we're on the way to Cornucopia with all those bikers. There's some kind of biking back there.
Oh yeah.
It's not rising very high though. Before.
Megan's son.
Swallowtail. Look at Swallowtail. Oh, that's beautiful.
No, that's all right. So shiny.
And the leaves have been used for
Buttercup.
I haven't heard about milkweed doing that.
I've removed them all.
Is that a family member?
That's a
Over on this side. It has the central yellow disc, but no petals.
pansy.
So it's like a daisy without petals. But it's relative of pyrethrum and chrysanthemums. And you may know that pyrethrum is also an insecticide, but it comes from a daisy. So this is also in that family. So they're real chemical factories.
You said this is used for worm medicine?
As worm medicine and for, back in the day, inducing abortions. So it's kind of a dangerous plant. That's the interruption. So it's interrupted fern. The neatest thing about this fern is that they found fossils of it in Antarctica. Identical to this from 200 million years ago, from when Pangea was together. So this fern is as old as ginkgo trees. And
There you go. Cinquefoil.
Yeah, the other one has the flowers under
the Solomon seal has the flowers hanging underneath the whole stem, and then they turn into blueberries, which are like some of the palms you see with the blue fruits.
This is a real palm.
They're actually herbaceous palms, and so is the Solomon seal. So the Solomon's plume and the Solomon seal are herbaceous palms. But if you go to, no, I don't think so. No.
Bush honeysuckle.
Berry? Look at the size of
I
it.
know that's a blackberry, high bush blackberry.
size of those blackberry bushes.
Yeah.
Bush honeysuckle.
European dandelion.
Spittlebug. Immersed in spit. That's salt lava, and that's just, it comes from several hundred feet down?
From underneath us here. Yeah.
How'd they get it up here then?
Thanks for work. And an old name for hemorrhoids are figs. And the plant, I looked it up with how it was used, and it's not used how you would think. You actually drink a tea made of the leaves, and that was supposed to cure hemorrhoids. So hence the name figwort.
The creek.
What's with the pink ribbon?
We were wondering about that too. You'll see bush. Creeping blackberry. Creeping blackberry.
Where's the berry?
Yep, they got a berry right there. And they just send real thin runners along.
I've seen them up north, further up north.
Thimbleberries.
We smelled some of the ones just opening, and they smell good.
Oh yeah.
Like a rose. Flowers.
I see.
It's
White lettuce.
white lettuce.
It's got a very
Edible?
diamond shape.
No,
Why do they call that lettuce then?
I don't know. But it's bitter. Like maybe because lettuce is bitter too.
Largely faster.
No,
Large leaf.
aster.
A-S-T-E-R. Large leaf aster.
It's called sensitive fern because if you pick it, it doesn't last. So
Really?
florists don't pick it.
Oh.
Yeah, it wilts pretty fast.
Is that pretty?
And this is another fern from the Coal Age. Back then they had a trunk about 6 feet tall. They were like a small tree, a tree fern. And over time, the trunk got shorter and shorter until it finally is only about this big nowadays.
What's
If
it
you
called?
a royal fern.
Royal?
Royal. It doesn't. This one isn't old enough to have a trunk like I've seen. But yeah, very interesting. Not real common, kind of local to find it. But it's if you find fossils from back in the Coal Age, you'll see foliage. It's true fern. It's spelled like plantain, but it's pronounced plantain.
I've got a lot of it in my yard that all of a sudden this
I've
year
had a
I've
salad
noticed.
made out of that.
Kind of.
Fly honeysuckle. A native.
And they live inside their feed on the sap, and then later on in the year they'll drill a hole and come out, fly away.
There's this insect.
It's an
larva?
insect gall. Yeah.
Insect gall.
To be that high back here in the trail
Yeah.
flowering.
Bunch berries. Bunch berries. Bunch berries.
It's a lycopodium.
What's this called again?
It's a running club moss or stiff club moss. It's Lycopodium monotonum. And they call it interrupted club moss too because you could tell the early growths, there's a little interruption. So here's 1 year and then you go back. Let's see. Where's a better example here? You found some that shows the interruption good? Yeah. Same plant. This is one big plant.
Much bigger. Man, we don't know what that is.
It's much more dainty. And it's much more local than the rough horsetail, which is pretty common. The rough horsetail even grows along railroad tracks. It's very adaptable. And this one needs a moist, cool conditions.
How do you know the difference? How can you tell?
They look very, very similar.
Length of the front.
The daintiness of the meadow horsetail kind of gives it away. It's real soft. Paniculata, a lungwort, I think is a common name.
A bluebell.
A bluebell done blooming.
It was blooming last week.
Blooming last weekend, just beautiful blue. It's a Pacific Northwest plant, just like the thimbleberry, and it's only found along Lake Superior. See, it looks like Spanish moss in Florida, hanging off the branches. Where? Right there. Yeah, exactly. Pure air, right?
What's that called again?
That is old man's beard lichen.
And that's indicative of very clear air, clean air.
Yep, good air. There's another one here.
Not in Trillium.
No, they're all done.
Down. Nodding.
Cleavers hang on to you. Yep.
Let's see it.
They grab on and...
Is that a native plant?
It's native, yeah. And that's how they climb. They have little backwards pointing bristles. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they need moisture. I had some in our flower bed, but when the droughts... There's several layers of river moss here. Different rain events, a couple different storms carried more sand in and made river moss. So one layer on the other in the river.
How old is that thing? It's March.
They're about somewhere between 600 and 800 million years old. Wow. When the rift had formed and the rivers carried sand into Lake Superior, ancestral Lake Superior.
The river March from erosion.
Liverwort, yeah. 400 million years ago, they found already fossils recently of a community of liverworts already were growing on land. So these are the earliest known land plants.
Put your hand in there. It's a very rare plant. The column's called twisted stuff. The deer wipes a lot of these out.
Blue bead lily.
Blue bead lily. Oh, wow. Nice.
The flowers look like little yellow lilies. Yeah, blue-eyed grass. And it's like a little iris. You can see the little iris leaves. It's a relative iris, which is only in northern Wisconsin. In the state. There's a couple of others down in southern Wisconsin that are a little different.
That's a beautiful shot.
There's an adult bald eagle straight through. See it?
Oh yeah, look.
Straight.